Hello everyone, my name is Prashant and the topic for today's video is a Python Boto3 script to make S3 object private. This is one of the common tasks in terms of security where we need to find it out if somebody accidentally makes our S3 object public. So what this script is going to do is to iterate over all the S3 buckets you have and try to see inside that bucket if we have any object which is in public state. And if any of the object is in public state, it will make it as a private. Okay. Now there are few better ways to do that at the account level, but that I am going to discuss is later. Also, most of the time, what people will do is that they try to make a lambda function which will trigger an event, and based on that event we will make our S3 bucket private. Okay, so that I am going to cover in the future video, but for the timing let's start coding this. Okay, so first thing, as usual, I will go to my editor, and first thing we will do is to import the Boto3 library, right? And then I'm going to create Boto3 client for S3. Okay. Now, before doing any operation, the first thing which we need to do is to find out the number of S3 bucket which is present in our account. In my case, I don't think so I have any S3 bucket. So let me create one S3 bucket. Okay. And let's start with private. Okay, so this S3 bucket and all the content inside this are private. So let me create this. I will name it as the 102 days of DevOps.com. I want to create this bucket in US West Oregon. Okay, let me see where I have this one configured. AWS configure. I can do it in a much better way. Okay, so it's in US West one, so it's fine. I can create bucket in any region. Okay, and make sure you have block all public access, and it's good that now it is set as default, but let's try to keep it and create this bucket. Okay, an unexpected error. Okay, and why? Okay, let's try to, this is something to do with the AWS, so let me try to create it again. 102 days of DevOps.com, my bucket name. Okay, this is weird. This is something to do with the AWS. Let me try it again. 102 days of DevOps.com. Okay, weird. Let me try with some other name. 101. Look like this goes through. So I'm not sure what was the issue, but let's stick to this point and make sure that buckets and objects are not publics. Okay, so what I'm going to do is going to upload a file. Okay, add file. I will go to my document or download, and let me upload this one, or address. Okay, and make sure I am not specifying any grant public read for the time being, and I'm uploading this file. Okay, so now this file has been uploaded. Okay, this one, and if I will try to access it, I'm getting the access denied error, which is expected, right? Now, first thing which we need to do, let's go back to this lambda code. Sorry, not lambda code, but the Boto3 code, is to find out the bucket and all the files inside it, which is the key. Okay, so what I will do is go back to my Boto3 documentation. Okay, go to available services, scroll down or search for S3, okay, and go to client, okay. And in case of client, if you scroll down, there is something called list bucket. Okay, so let's use this operation. So what I will do is just start with something really basic, and I will do print s3 dot list buckets. Okay, let's print this one. And I will do Python 3 s3 underscore object dot private. So we will get this response, which is the response metadata and all these things, and somewhere you will get the buckets, and the name of the bucket is the one which we have created with the creation date and all those information. So let's further parse it, okay, and we will get the buckets. So now we got a list, okay. So because we got a list, we can iterate over it. So what we can do, for bucket in and I can do print bucket, and I can get the name out of it. Okay. This is a simple dictionary which we are getting, and I'm just passing the name out of it. Okay, and let's save this name in a variable. Let's name it as a bucket underscore name. Okay, so we got the bucket name, but if you remember that inside this bucket we have this file, this address.csv. So what we can do is go back to this Boto3 documentation again and look for something called objects. Okay, so sorry, we perform list bucket, then now we are going to perform list objects. Okay, so object means content inside the bucket. Okay, so once again what I am going to do is that let's print that and see what we are going to get out of it. Okay, so I will say print, okay, s3 dot list objects. Okay, I think it's object, right? It's object. And if you look at the argument, somehow it is not mentioned, but it is here, which is required argument. So it's bucket, and bucket we are getting from the above bucket name, right? So let me try to print this one, and then we will see. Okay, so we again got some dictionary, right? And out of this dictionary, the important field for us is called key. If you look at this content, inside this content we have this key, and this key hold the file name. Okay, so again out of this, right? So what we can do now, rather than printing this, okay, s3 underscore list object, let's store this in a variable. I will say all underscore object. You can give it any name, and let me store the output of this in this variable, all underscore object. Now what I can do, I can iterate over it, all underscore object, right? And what I can do is print. First let me print it, print, and what I can print is key. So I'm just trying to get this address.csv. So as you can see, we got this address.csv. So once again, let's store the output of this in bucket underscore key is equal to object underscore key. And I will tell you after this step that why we are performing this. So first we have done is by using a list bucket operation, we got the bucket name, and then the list object operation, we got the bucket key. Okay. Now what we need to do is need to run something called object equal, get bucket object equal. Okay. Let me run this and then I will tell you why we are doing all these things. Okay, so let's run this operation, which is get object equal, and you will get a response in terms of bucket, key, version, and all those. So what we can do is let's store this in a response. Response is equal to S3 dot get underscore. Let me copy that. That will be much easier. Get underscore object ACL. Okay, and this accept two argument, which is mandatory. First one is a bucket and second one is the key, and that's why I have passed this bucket name and key out of it. Okay, and once I will print the response, I will tell you why why we are using this get object ACL. So bucket is equal to bucket underscore name, comma, and then key is equal to, I think it's capital key. Yes, it's capital key is equal to this bucket underscore key, and then print the response. So let me, okay, so we got the output like this, right? So this is clear so far that first we got the bucket name, second we got the key, but still it is not clear why we use this get bucket object ACL. And the reason we got all those, because for that we need to pass these two parameters. And the reason we are using this get bucket object ACL is because of this grant field. Okay, and what this grant field will do, if this bucket is public, okay, you will get some more header over here. Okay, you will get some more information over here. So rather than telling you this theoretically, let me run this code and then I will show you how exactly it is look like. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me go here. Let me go back to S3. Do here, okay, or do like this, properties, not properties, sorry, permission, and here I will allow, I am making this bucket as public. So if you go back here, here see bucket and objects are not public. So what I am trying to do is making this bucket as public. So edit. Okay, this is a bad idea. I'm just showing you with the for the purpose of this example. Okay, so I make this bucket as public. Now let's go to the object side, this one, go to action and make public. So what I'm doing, I'm making this object as a public. So earlier you remember when we try to access this object, we are not able to do that. Okay, so if you go here, okay, and if we try to access it, we should be able to access it because the address file we are able to download it. But if it's some kind of a text or a kind of HTML, the browser should be able to parse it. Okay, now let's try to run that script again. Okay, remember that in the grantee section we only have the one object here. Now let's run it. Okay, see, now you will see we have this grant. Okay, and we have added some more header to it. Okay, so let me copy this section up to this full grant. Edit. Okay, this is before making it public, and this is after making it public. Okay, so this is fine up to this point, but after this you will see some more information added to it with the permission full control, but grantee type this global all users. Okay, so what we can do now, we will say if the length of this response, okay, and in that response we have this grants, right? grants. If this is greater than 1, if the value of this is greater than 1, then what we can do is go back here, and if you scroll down, you will see something called put object ACL. So what we will do, we will make this as private. Okay, so put object ACL, and unfortunately there is not much information here, but let me tell you what exactly we need to do. Okay, so what we will do is S3 dot put object ACL. Okay, the same thing which we have done here. We need to pass this bucket name and key. Okay, so if we go back to their documentation, and it will say that those fields are mandatory, that is required. Okay, and there is one more field called ACL. Okay, and this we will set that as private, comma ACL equal to private. And if you vice versa, if you want to make this as public, we will say that if we will replace private as a public. Okay, so we will say print, okay, and I will use f string, the bucket, and I will give the bucket name with key, bucket underscore key is now marked as private. I need to print that late, but I mean after this statement, but it's okay, right? So let me run this. Okay, so now this is marked as private. Go back here, okay, refresh it. Okay, I don't think so we need to refresh it, but sometime it will take some time to get those changes propagated. Now let's try to download this file, and you will see that the access denied. Okay, and it should be reflected here also. Okay, so it says it doesn't have the public access. Okay, that we have verified it over here. So this is a simple Boto3 script through which we can make an S3 object as private. So what we have done, we have list the bucket, get the bucket name. We use this get object ACL to find it out if the grant is greater than 1, and if it is greater than 1, then we use the put object ACL and make that ACL as a private. Okay, so thanks for watching this video. If you have any question, please post in the comment section, and I will try my best to answer those. So thanks once again. Bye.